Hey, truth seekers. Welcome back to the Stateless Standard, where we peel back the curtain on the globalist machine that's been grinding away at your freedoms. I'm your faceless host, and today, we're diving into something straight out of a dystopian spy novel. Was COVID-19 a CIA plot? Yeah, you heard that right. Not some wild conspiracy cooked up in a basement. This is backed by declassified emails, whistleblowers, and a timeline that reeks of deep state desperation. Buckle up, because in the next 5 minutes, we're going to unpack how the CIA didn't just watch the pandemic unfold, they might have scripted it. Let's rewind to 2015. Picture this. The CIA and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence aren't chasing terrorists or decoding Russian chatter. No, they're cozying up to Dr. Ralph Baric, the mad scientist king of coronaviruses at the University of North Carolina. Newly released emails pried loose by Senator Rand Paul's office after years of FOIA battles show quarterly meetings. What were they chatting about? Coronavirus evolution and possible natural human adaptation. Sounds innocent, right? Like a book club for virologists. Except Baric's been fingered in reports for engineering gain-of-function viruses, tweaking bugs to make them deadlier, more contagious. And get this, he's got a well-documented bromance with the Wuhan Institute of Virology, that infamous Chinese lab ground zero for the outbreak. Coincidence? Or the CIA outsourcing their bioweapon R&D to save on overhead? You decide. But here's the cynical kicker. While they're adapting viruses for defense, the real game's about control. And spoiler, the American taxpayer footed the bill. Fast forward to 2019-2020. Enter the CIA's man on the inside, a spy embedded at Wuhan doing offensive and defensive work with pathogens. According to legendary journalist Seymour Hersh, this asset radios home in early 2020. Lab accident. Researcher infected. Boom. Patient zero. But instead of sounding alarms, what does the CIA do? Crickets. Or worse, cover-up mode. By March 20, the Department of Homeland Security, yeah, the airport TSA folks, muscles in and replaces Health and Human Services as the pandemic boss. Why? Because suddenly, this isn't just a health crisis. It's a national security op. Educational aside, DHS isn't your friendly public health team. It's the arm of the state that builds walls and spies on dissidents. Convenient pivot, no? Spring 2020, the plot thickens like bad oatmeal. A CIA-hired team of scientists crunches the data and concludes, low confidence mind you, that COVID leaked from a Wuhan lab. 6 out of 7 on board. But then, the spooks dangle cash incentives. Poof, positions flip. A whistleblower spilled to Congress. Significant monetary incentive to bury the lab leak truth and prop up Fauci's fairy tale of proximal origin from nature. Cynical take? The CIA doesn't debate science, they buy it, like mobsters greasing palms in a rigged casino. And Fauci? Oh, he's in on it. Secret powwows at CIA HQ in 2020. No entry logs, no paper trail. Whistleblowers say he was covering his ass with the intel crowd. Because when you're knee-deep in funding Wuhan experiments, accountability's the enemy. 2021 rolls in, and it's peak deep state theater. Duty scientists compile a dossier screaming lab leak. Evidence? Mountains. But Biden's DNI Avril Haines, ex-CIA deputy naturally, slaps a gag order. No briefings, no debates, you're benched. Meanwhile, CISA, DHS's censorship wing, launches switchboarding. Fed suits dictating to big tech what you can say online. COVID dissent? Zapped. And don't get me started on 2022's Disinformation Governance Board, the Ministry of Truth, starring Nina Jankowicz, who infamously warbled about Russian disinformation like a tone-deaf Mary Poppins. Public outrage kills it, but the damage? Done. So what's the endgame here? Follow the cynicism to its logical lair, power. Pure, unadulterated deep state power. Since the Cold War's end, populism's been bubbling. Trump torching Iraq war lies, Brexit flipping off Brussels, Brazil's outsiders shaking the system, the elites freaking out. Trump wasn't their guy, he was the people's wrecking ball. Enter the pandemic playbook. Fauci's been pandemic predicting for decades. Intel's run dress rehearsals like Event 201 and Crimson Contagion. Wargaming lockdowns, injections, total control. COVID hits, boom, 194 countries locked down, economies crushed, dissent demonized. It wasn't just a virus, it was a coup in petri dishes. Bioweapons as the ultimate reset button for the ruling class. Sadistic? You bet. Roman Empire levels of bread and circuses turned tyranny. Folks, this isn't tinfoil hat territory. It's emails, timelines, and traitors caught red-handed. The stateless standard demands investigations, hearings, oaths, starting with Baric and his CIA handlers spilling on gain-of-function Wuhan and the Great Cover-Up. What do you think? Lab plot or lucky accident? Drop your take in the comments. Hit subscribe for more takedowns of the stateless elite. Share this if you're done being pawns. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay free. This is the Stateless Standard. Out.